Rescue efforts are underway for 12 boys and their soccer coach who were discovered safe in a cave in northern Thailand yesterday. They'd been trapped in the cave since June 23rd until rescuers finally reached them.
Now, rescue teams are tasked with getting the children out of the cave safely, and experts say it could take weeks or even months. Our Ben Tracy has more.
Those were the first words from the boys after being found by two British divers 10 days after they went missing inside the intricate cave system.
How many of you? 13. Brilliant.
Still in their soccer uniforms and huddled together just above floodwaters, the boys ask for food and when they can go home.
Not today. Not today.
For their parents waiting above ground, the news that they're safe ended days of waiting and praying. The 12 boys and their 25-year-old assistant coach disappeared on June 23rd after soccer practice. Their bikes and cleats were found just outside the caves. They apparently went in to explore and became trapped by flooding caused by heavy rain. The Tham Luang cave system in Chiang Rai stretches about 6 miles into the mountain. First responders had to go about 2.5 miles from the cave system's entrance through passages obstructed by thick mud and high water to find the group. They were located near a chamber known as Pattaya Beach, which has a higher elevation. Captain Jessica Tate with the U.S. Air Force was one of 35 Americans who helped in the rescue effort.
Everyone's coming together to figure out the next course of action and how to bring them out as safely and as quickly as possible.
Rescuers are now racing to pump out water from the cave as heavy rain is in the forecast for the rest of the week. Thailand's rainy season lasts until October, and the cave is regularly flooded. It is not 100% secure, the governor said Tuesday, so I cannot confirm how many days the kids will have to stay in the cave.
Ben Tracy joins me now from Thailand. Ben, this is expected to be an extremely complicated rescue effort. What are the next steps in getting these children to safety?
Well, think of just how hard it was to go in there and actually find them. Now you have to figure out how to get them out. Because keep in mind, to find them, you had trained Navy SEAL divers going in there in dive masks, diving through, swimming through these narrow passageways. And this is not a short distance. You're talking about miles here. So now they need to figure out, can they teach the boys to do the same thing, put these breathing masks on them and get them out of the cave? Or one other option is that they're talking about simply leaving them in there until the water level goes down enough where they can walk out. The problem with that is that could take weeks, that could take months based on the rains here in Thailand.
And you mentioned a little bit of timetable there, but do we know what the boys maybe ate and drank for 9 days, what conditions they're in now?
We still don't know exactly what they were eating and drinking. We're told that they did have some snacks on them when they first went into the cave. Keep in mind they had just come from soccer practice, so it was conceivable that they might have had a power bar or something on them. We're also told that they drank water that was coming into the cave from up above. But we are told that they're actually in good condition, and the rescuers are now giving them a high-protein liquid diet. They're giving them antibiotics. The whole point now is to try to quickly get their strength back up, so if they do have to extract them out of the cave, they have the ability to do that.
More heavy rain is expected to come in the coming days. There's a rainy season there. What kind of safety concerns does that raise? Because when there's water, there's mud.
Yeah, and when there's water, basically you're blocking off access to the cave. So the big problem here is this weekend it's really supposed to rain hard again here in Chiang Rai. And the problem with that is not only would that complicate efforts to actually move the boys out of the cave, but it doesn't allow the rescuers to get in there to keep giving them food, to give them medicine, to get supplies in there. So this is a real issue if those rains come. So we are hearing from some of the rescuers that they may have to accelerate their timetable if they want to take the chance and actually try to get the boys out now.
And one last quick question. Can you put in perspective, Ben, the scale of this rescue operation, how big it is?
It's huge. I mean, I recently got here, and I'm struck by just how much is going on here. I mean, we have heard numbers that there's more than 1,000 different personnel here. You have about 6 nations represented in terms of some of the rescue efforts. From the United States, you have a team that came out of Okinawa, Japan, about 35 people. You have divers from Britain, Australia, China has sent robots. So this is really an international effort, and obviously that paid off because they found these boys. And the fact that they found them and they're in good condition really is surprising, I think, to a lot of people. Now, almost harder than finding them is how do you actually get them out?
Ben Tracy following the story in Thailand. Thank you.